of course he's 39, as you said. So he's not anymore a young player. But of course he still has the that feeling that he always had to be better and to achieve to win games, to raise records. So I think, of course, he will do everything to leave his sign in this Euro.
What's good, fam? It's your boy Andre here. It is SuperSport Unplugged. And I'm not here alone. I'm here with legends because I told you guys that I only know legends. Now, the one that I have here, he was a Portuguese legend. He did the most for his country, both in the World Cup as well as in the Euros. I'm talking about Nuno Gomes. Sir, how are you doing today?
Hello, guys. Hello, Andre. How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
I'm good, sir.
I'm glad I'm with you.
No, I'm really glad. I'm actually really excited because I told the people at home that, I know Mr. Gomes, and we talk quite often. So please, sir, can you not put me to shame, please?
No, it's all good. I'm glad to be here, to be part of your show, and of course very excited because the Euros they are about to start.
Definitely. We're going to be talking about Euros and everything in between. But for all those that aren't too aware of who Nuno Gomes is, please can you share with us a little bit more about yourself and the work you've done for your country in the footballing world?
Well, my name is Nuno Gomes, as you said. I'm an ex football player. I retired already. I used to play for Portugal. I did a lot of my career with Benfica, the best club in Portugal.
Yeah, the best one.
For me, it's the best one. Yes, I did 3 Euros with the Portugal national team and 2 World Cups. And yes, I did what I expected to do when I was a child. I was dreaming to become a football player, and that dream came true. And of course, I'm very proud and happy for all the achievements that I had, and for all my career.
You spoke about your amazing football career with Benfica, the best Portuguese club in Portugal, by the way, also for your national team. But there's one thing that's missing, sir. That is your modeling career. Because we saw you on the runway for Lisbon Fashion Week, and you're there with Quaresma doing, the nice walk. Please, can you share us a little bit more about what it was about and everything in between, please?
Well, that was fun. I can tell for sure, even though I was out of my comfort zone. It wasn't the first time, but this time I was invited by the Portuguese League, Liga Portugal, to take part in this year Lisbon Fashion Week. It was an initiative with a famous Portuguese designer, where the sales of the clothes we were wearing they will be used to support social responsibility causes. So that's part that's why I accepted, because as I told you, it's not my comfort zone. It's a different thing. I'm not a model. I never dreamed to be a model. I dreamed to be a football player. But it was a lot of fun, and it was for a good cause.
No, a good cause indeed. Back to the football. The Euros are coming up. The team has been set. But before we actually speak about the team that is going to Germany, we want to speak about your time, your era. You spoke about being in 3 Euros, 2 of them being quite memorable ones. Please let us know how is it much of a privilege, for a player to play for the national team like Portugal?
Yes, it's a unbelievable feeling. I think all the players that one day they are lucky to wear the national team shirt. I think um, we have a lot of in common. That from our childhood we dream about those times. I grew up watching football on television, watching the Euros, watching the World Cup, and of course, when you are a kid and you like football and you dream about football, you dream one day you can have those kinds of moments. So I was lucky enough to be part of the national team, and of course it was always a dream come true. Um, we did quite well. Of course, I missed to win a Euro or to win a World Cup, and our generation, in my opinion, did deserve to win a big tournament, because we were a very good generation, and unfortunately we could make it. We reached a final, playing at home in Portugal. We lost the final against Greece. We did a semi-finals in Euro 2000. We lost the semi-final against France, and also the World Cup. We reached in 2006. We reached the semi-finals. Of course, I'm proud about my career with the Portugal national team, and it was always very proud moments for me to wear a Portugal shirt. It's like going to the military service. A sense of responsibility, because you are representing your country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you mentioned the final back in 2004 in Portugal. I know it was a very painful one to experience, but can you share with us exactly how was it? In the camp, the team, so close yet so far.
Yes, first of all, it was an amazing experience to be in the hosts of the Euros in 2004, and I think everyone who was involved in that Euro in Portugal, of course, they have good memories about that month in Portugal. We were living football every day, 24 hours, and of course, our national team, we start badly. We lost against Greece. It's funny because we lost the first game, the group of stage game. We lost against Greece, and then we met them in the final again, and we lost again. So it of course it wasn't the ending that we were looking for. But looking back now, I would say that we have great memories, even if we lost the final. It was memorable for Portugal to be the host, and I think all the fans from all over the world, they always will remember that year in Portugal as one of the best Euros.
One of the best Euros indeed. And speaking of memories that you mentioned quite often, there was one particular goal that you scored with your head. I saw before we were getting live, you were fixing your hair there. And I just remembered there was that one goal that you scored with your head, which to many was one of the best goals scored in the Euros. Can you just let me know, like, what was going through your mind before you actually going for that header? And what happened once the ball went behind the net? How were you feeling?
Well, it was against Turkey.
Mm-hmm.
We won that game 2-0. I scored both goals with both assists from Luis Figo, and it was for me my first Euro ever in 2000. and I well, that game, it was a difficult game because the Turkish team, they were good. They fought for the 3 points for the game, and we had Figo in that year that was on fire, and he did some good assists for me and to the other colleagues. And that header was a cross from Figo. The ball bounced in front of me first, and it was I think it was instinct header, because I didn't have time for nothing more besides try to head it and to take the ball away from the goalkeeper. And I think it was a good goal, and the goal that allowed us to get an advantage that, in my opinion, was crucial in that moment of the game.
So you mentioned how Figo was on fire, giving you 2 assists in that particular tournament. Can you say that Figo was the best player that you played alongside with, or was it Deco, or was it Ronaldo? Well, a young Ronaldo then, but he's the Ronaldo now. So who can you say was your best player to play with in your time in Portugal?
I know it's not easy. It's not easy because I did play with Figo, and Cristiano joined us after. But that generation of Figo, Rui Costa was amazing. João Pinto, we had Fernando Couto, we had Paulo Sousa. I was lucky to play with among these great players. But of course, Cristiano, since he joined us in 2000 for the qualification for 2004, even if he was a young player at the moment, we could see that we were in front of a different young player.
Yeah, a little bit more on that. Like, obviously, the heartbreak in Portugal. There's an iconic picture of him crying. Like, it was quite sad to see. Did you ever think that one day this young man will be who he is today?
Well, of course, from an early age, we could tell that Cristiano was going to reach very high levels. He was a young player who was different from the others, and with a great desire to be a better player every day, a great desire to learn and improve, and that's why I think he reached the level that he reached, because he was always looking to improve and to be a better player every day, always very competitive.
Yeah, competitive and a lot of leadership as well, because we saw his leadership quality, especially in the winning year of 2016. Leading the side, he was injured and he decided to play coach a bit on the sideline there, giving some tactics and all of that. That leadership probably did show in his younger days, right?
I think it's a role model for the young players also. He's always been very competitive, and he doesn't like to lose, even if we are only playing cards, for example. He was always been like this. He likes to win every game, every training session. If he miss something, he will work hard to in the training session to improve and to in the next occasion he will make it. So I think it's a role model, the way that he looked at this profession, and I think we all learn with him in order to be better every day, and also to reach other kind of levels, because he took Portugal to the next step, and I think he influenced all the teammates to be better every day.
No, be better indeed, sir. I wanted to ask a question. Were you actually at the stadium in France in 2016 for the final?
I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I wasn't there. I was on TV,
Yeah.
watching at home with my family and friends.
How did it feel for you as well as all the other legends to actually see, him lead the side to actually winning a Euro? Like, how did it feel?
Yes, it was great, and it was that feeling that we finally did it. As I told you before, I think Portugal was looking for a victory, a winning in a big tournament. I think we deserved that for some years before 2016, but at the end we finally did it in France. Playing that in France in a final against France, it was memorable, and with a great goal from Eder,
Yeah.
and we enjoyed a lot. Of course, we were looking on TV. Portugal was waiting to celebrate, and I think it was a mix of anxious and nervous and happiness at the end, because we suffered a lot, but I think at the end we deserve to win it.
I hope you weren't shouting at your TV the whole time when you're at home, right? Because that game was really,
Yes.
It was up and down. So were you shouting at your TV, pass the ball, kick it?
Yeah, because we lost Cristiano early in that game also,
Yeah.
and for us it was very very difficult without him. But I think that squad, that team, they they show us also how to believe until the end. I think, of course, they didn't show very good football. To be honest, they were a very good squad, a very good group of players. But the way that they played, and it was a different way, I believe, because they draw some of the games in the group stage. They qualified to the next rounds as one of the best third
place
places. But at the end, we won it, and it was an amazing feeling to be a Portuguese in that month.
Okay, so he's gonna be 39. Well, he's 39 this year. He's going into, I believe, his sixth Euro. You spoke earlier about how the team lost him so early in the final in 2016, but they still believed and they went all the way and they won the tournament. This time around, I don't think he'll be physically, strong enough to be going all the way in every game. I'm sure they're going to be keeping him quite a little bit more. How important is it for the guys this time around to take inspiration from 2016 to start playing a little bit more with belief and without Ronaldo?